First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit. Okay, Coach, coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Detroit Lions. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
Set. 10 Tucson.
Coming to you. Coming to you. Watch the safety creep.
They begin with a run by Smith. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Come on, set. 50, plant. Hey, exit.
To throw on second down. Herbert. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball at the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. On third down, Smith. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on fourth down.
It's fourth down.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
7. Ready.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Throwing deep for Galladay. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
61, match box, lead grip.
On second down, here's Smith. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That's how you pick up a first down. You know where the sticks are. You know where the first down marker is, and you find a way to get there. That's called having vision.
He had a lot of vision last week, didn't he? NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was dominant.
You ready?
50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. No chance.
Let's go.
A first down carry for Smith. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check 37. Check 37.
2nd and 9 now. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time.
50. Mike's 50. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Let it go.
They'll try and throw for it here. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Let's go, Mike.
Shoot.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Let's go. 60 or. You draw corkers.
On second down, it's Smith. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Herbert. They'll set up the screen to Smith. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Hey, wahoo! Get it.
On 4th down, Herbert. They'll throw Galladay, that's complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. On 1st and 10, Herbert to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Vincent Smith, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
General West. Hey, Echo.
Undercrunch.
Hit it.
Throwing again. Herbert. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jakeem Grant, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Come on, set. 10-2 start.
These two teams all tied after 1.
Ready. 50, play. Hey, 2. Go.
The mic. Watch 49.
Hey, box drop.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soft.
Big grip.
2nd and 11. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Watch the screen.
Bravo.
Watch 49.
Hey.
Don't let it free. Play that tight deep. Don't let it free, defense.
Let's go.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there and handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it now with Smith. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. The Lions on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Herbert, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Okay, let's decide here. He was open, right? Not extraordinarily open, but open enough that if you're an NFL quarterback, you've got to make that throw, right? Yeah. That's got to be completed.
9 times out of 10, that's a completed pass.
Yeah, he missed that one and missed it in a big way.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Right here.
Shoot.
They're going to try and throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Back to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Hey, Haywood. Ready?
Throwing on first down. Herbert looking here for Smith downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Ready, set.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Herbert, that's complete to Smith. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run on first down. Corbin, not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Your trip is here.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
3 down. Mike,
Operating from the gun, Herbert. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Quarterback, don't get nervous.
Now.
Again to turn you up. Don't get nervous. 49's the mic.
On first down, Moss. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Come on, set. And logo. Rock it. Go. Hey. High 7. Shoot.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. And this score will stay right where it is.
Ready, ready.
50. Mike is a 50. Check.
5, 5.
Hey, defense, let's go. Hey, Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Ready?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
And 2 spots.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Ball's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Outlaw.
Screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check 99. Check 99. Kill, kill, kill. Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Ready, ready.
They'll throw now on the final play. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that.
At the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
Here's 2nd and 8. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down.
8, read.
First down.
6-man. Check girl.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Wide open receiver complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A. They'll run on first down. It's Moss. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Hey, Wahoo.
Tighten up, tighten up.
Good.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Stop your whining.
5.
2nd and 4. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It's out time, guys. It's out time. Shift.
Protein spill. Go.
49's the mark. 49's
Go.
They'll set up to throw. Man open, it's Moss, complete. 9 yards on the play and a first down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. On first down, Moss. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Hey, 2.
He'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down, Rams.
Ready up.
You ain't going nowhere. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got something.
80 weapons.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Juju Smith-Schuster. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Ready. 10 Lobo.
Watch the run, watch the run. Hey, check my 30.
Hey, Foxtrot. Ready.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert. And an alley to run. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter.
Hey, Charlie.
Exit.
On 3rd and 2, Herbert. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at about the 31.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Moss, and I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
70, Indy, Alpha.
49 to Mike, 49 to Mike. I'm trying to go.
Now back to throw. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Mike, 49. You got nothing today. You got nothing. Mike's 49. Mike.
They'll look to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Now.
49.
Hey, Haywood.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 49, guys. Mike, 49.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Five.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 50-yard line.
Ready,
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Hey, orbit.
Let's bring it.
Let's go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll look to throw here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
Hey, high 7. Hey.
It's been a long day for you. 49.
Ready?
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Josh Reynolds, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's going to go out of bounds on the return. He won't even get this thing back to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
33. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Yo, speed
2nd and 2. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Hey, wahoo!
On 3rd and 2, Herbert, he's going to let it fly. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 46. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Quick 6.
A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken near the 13. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
2nd and 5. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
You don't want to see me. You don't want it. Mike, check 33. 33. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone.
Shoot.
From the gun, Herbert. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again.
Bravo.
On 4th down, Herbert in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Tighten up.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw and give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season, is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Got it.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today, coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Ready.
Looking to throw. Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
He's got Smith here. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Here we go. 50, plant. Hey, Delta.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Mike, check 33. 33. Check. Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33.
Hey, Haywood.
He's not going to get me. Mike, check 33.
Big grip.
On first down, Herbert. He's going to let it fly. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Rams, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Detroit, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.